Bacha some aniti and a jumedia woody piano. Ube here, sir Ubetra a home infony at the atoho. Opage Mekwa or ye a pabane, the bando live streaming, video coverage, and NASA pictures on one. And you'll be City Event Masters. And internet say ye a year, say your wedding, birthday parties, anniversaries, any near a kikan where you jumedia fashibia. To chum, oh my homa true for you so. 0594 603 869. Show me track kwaye. Ewa abeka La Paz. A free pipe quantum soa. A papa dear. And no one City Event Masters. Bacha some aniti and a jumedia woody piano. Ube here, sir Ubetra a home infony at the atoho. Opage Mekwa or ye a pabane, the bando live streaming, video coverage, and NASA pictures on one. And you'll be City Event Masters. And internet say ye a year, say your wedding, birthday parties, anniversaries, any near a kikan where you jumedia fashibia. To chum, oh my homa true for you so. 0594 603 869. Show me track kwaye. Ewa abeka La Paz. A free pipe quantum soa. A papa dear. And no one City Event Masters.
I was young for my walk about too much G so and net ano pencil air that for Dunyankopon SAC and Yamai air no crack. Yasan so Eddie movie. I was young for tell my Wuntumi as I kind of movie no way dear. Then someone walking Capradi and Yankasa pray me. Neither Paputi so and some day be coso and the day Yankasa dear. I was young for as when yes, a catcher war. In 10 years, beginning free her, feel free na subscribe or feel free. And your comment and so our comment section. When I feel so click notification icon and so send a bear I ban from me. We are some buff for flowers, sir. A bit to me, I can answer. Aha, like it, not share enough for so answer enka. I feel we shall for a moment and similar. Chama Wuntumi, ya no ye Asante Mantem original chairman Edema MPP Amanyoku. Or no, and I saw didn't seem to have a trouble and just say, and someone working you none say. O my kron Ghana, His Excellency Nana Danko Kufuado, Achima PSC, Adoga Guy, on any advice, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, Ebetine Ghana so pardy, O Master Sagana, Ama Mai, Aye Kase, Aye Kamapra Asen, Obroni Krum, London, no, the United Kingdom, just say, and some more papa can idea, as when yes, say a catch the war. A mouth for and some more can say, Jama Wuntumi Yankas will name your walker. Now, all cars are same way. Oh, can we cry again? Or my Wuntumi, and I didn't send you a moneko. Young Konya Kusha video, Nemra, 19 and watch a Wuntumi Yankas to the Nutu. Now, what kind?
I pump to say,
it was so blue, Mira.
Asante Mantem call.
Yanko Abdominal Piebot.
An idea na wachita for ne MPP for na one bone Joso. And you may be a cocoa as antiman in terms of development or Minoma Bafom.
Wadaroma, MPP, Abay, Abaya, Abran, another Danko Kufado, ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Baye, ne MPP Ababaye. So Washa, Adibia, ye be a yama or mining in a bine free education, yama or mining in a. Ebini one district, one factory. Yayama or mining in a Ebini ambulances. Yayama or mining in a Ebini agenda 111. Yayama or mining in a Ebini applying. Yayama or mining in a anti social and Yama Nanado Danko Kufado ne MPP are buying Yanua. It sounds say Yayama no, your person ye. Nina doom so create ye free hono, ye ma o mining in an intino. A drew baby bebre noa, ayana a drew baby a bibe complaining. Then so, the Uwa Busiamwa, wa Wuntumi, a fee, now so Wuntumi born homodino, a dear be a babyano, won't me at the mount, and tea, omo, a bee, a box of one, now say, Pishu, MPP aba betimi aye niam bebra medwen se aye ni daso a omo wo MPP aba mu nti ana womo aye enu ti ana ma ye guso a ye se ka se se aban bia na se country bia be develop here just aban na timi anya continuation say etimi nya continuation no to say breaking the eight na ye kanwa eno ene betimi aboa ama sa empuntu juma ye kan ho asem no so etimi abam ama Ghana so etimi abaye kra behwe ya ma hwe o ma bi to say Malaysia South Korea money ade ya yinyina ye no mo shaase a esansa ban bitimi tna so cheye no nti by Reform Republica ban shaase no NDC ko 8 years MPP be ko 8 years NDC be ko 8 years and MPP so ye ko 8 years enti abrebia no so hwemu a ye ne say ase 8 years bia no na yes san abai na basa ayet say wo sunu mienu ekon aya asase ni nwura no ewo ho no omo ne bre nti basa Ghana na bre ni nyina ne say basa we beka so we buy we project we ametwa so we project we ametwa so na mum say yetimi so ye nye bi dare ye pese o man no etum pon na ko na nim dia I was said the Ghana yenye bida no eno na was yetimi ye ade bi foforo edema ni nyina ne se ebetimi ama ban bi abreki 8 no ya ma ban bi timi na se party bi abreki 8 no a eno eno ne yebetimi ade a measure ye development a ye de kono enti obi bia wo ka bia no ye besere se madaroma ade a MPP ye ba se ye ba ne aba besom enti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye to abama no a wono a onsaka bia no ne wono onsanka bia no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba onso ensa betimi aka omodie ama mpuntu na ye hwehwe no onyankopon enti yansa timi aka na che Ghana ni monya
Chairman, the entire Mebusa Santimantem, that's the heartbeat of Air Party, Wankasa Adom. And these are complaints are free as Santimantem. Again, the likelihood de Atadri in terms of the other partner, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, are very high for your region. Enti Mebusa se region Nankasa Obetimidi says Siobua Kase, wa buying bet now so if you training because even the NDC now is saying say Yamfa inyuma ona ye entu nsenyeni and then monsumu di entu nsenyeni they are far better and far ahead in terms of inyuma odo ma ye echenmo wo ye titina ni NDC amanyu kwasa meke wo ye titina ni
people are listening to you
wo ye titina ni
say ba MPP a ade a MPP aye ene say abra MPP ye ba ban mu no ne ye 10 regions. The 10 regions na ye wono ade a abra MPP ye ba ye no ye be ye no 16 regions and see region bi also no it goes with a year specification na with budget region bi akọ so ana sabra so a na MPP so ye ba no na ye 230 constituencies ana yaba benya 275 constituencies. So what it means is say constituency be also so no I want niema I was the can ho answer na timi aye constituency. So the constituency also go with budget and go with responsibility and constituency be ano ye mapa niema bebreba udru asante mantemu a wadaroma ayade abonkra yewura je kufo eye se e wose ye ya itua compensation ni efra ban mu no oba asante mantemu a NDC ba mfie ngotwe o mantimi anko na na do dan kwakufu ado ba yi yakọ o man me pacho so what say bonkra yakọ ho mo guso o mo ye me pacho so what
mehu minti mehu
yes what me da panya ko sha tan so ana wo hwe eye se ufa ya kwan so a wodi free eye Accra besa wo Kumasi a ewo mu se obetimi akwakofa Cape Coast kwa so na wakakuduru asimfosumo na wafa ade akọ na wafa asimfosu na wo de kọ enso so a se o ma hyate a omo ye kwan no saa enso so ade kọ saa so na wo ba befa ati se pokuase enso de kọ enso so a wo bohu se aye Saudi Kumasi na so MPP abai hase a ye akwan ahodo a ye de kọ aye Kumasi so wuduru aye ati se Linda do na wo de kọ a omu yi akwan no foforo saa de akwakoto konongo ye new rules new rules no ya sha CSC de ama aye 8 contractors aye Ghanaian contractors wo ma sa se a omu yi adwuma gidigidi wo free konongo enso de ba to Kumasi no wo eje so omu gusu a saa road ya meka ho asem nyina no omo ye e de aba wuduru ayipa asanti achim ani ade na ode ba dwosu ni nyina so a ayade a ede so MPP abai guso ni ye akwan na akwan de madam Roma misre buru misre oson misre akonto anya sa na mpese meka no na emom se de panyimfo ka se akwan koto asuo koto akwan da panyin no hwan no saa bi na mepese ya ka se efise na PNDC wo so na NDC ba ye nyina na akwan no wo ho na emom se wo hwemu a aye MPP aban na aba aye akwan ba bia akwan no ye ne kese pa esen aban bia ade amanfo bebre ne hwe pa no aye akwan ene se wo hwe Accra wotie no a amasaman ani ade ye romo ye bridges be 3 uba East Legon omo ye bridges be 4 ene ube hu se yomo ye akwan bebre e wa ha sei sanso na wo di duru Kumasi ye Kumasi po no mu a na de ye hwehwe pa no aye soame interchange ane ye ka sisi a me no ka se wo fa ho a utumu se Kumasi sisa aye ade a sa interchange na ye ne ye hwehwe ne ade no o ma hyate gidi
I see.
Me pacho no so what to happen.
Yeah, minim se o ma hyese dwumedi na se.
Me do what to
me wo
you no free ho so
yen fa no sia.
Ya sa se yesi airport so a efe ya international airport a ebetimi ye wo be 98% eno so ye gu so a eno so ye
all right.
Uba kejetia so ye si phase 2 kano so mu be 70% omu gu so omu ye de wo so omu ye bia na duru ba bia se kwancha de efe na emum ni nyina na ye sika eti duru ba bia na che say I was said we don't stop but we rest and look for liquidity ye sika l'argent near the asako shem na mani nyina de akoso eti say hwe hospitals ahodo ni ade a ene district be bra wo be ko ye nyina agenda 111 sabe ye si no ba bia meje sa de ehia pa no aye say ye betimi akasa ni yetimi akira mamamfo ehunu niema pa aye MPP na se na nado dan kwakufu ado aban eye o mahene na no da minya kwan e ba Accra a me ba neck ene National Council enti minya kwanya kokofa eye Laboni ene cantonment e be far East Legon. Ghana is changing now. I can say Ghana is better than London because so the story buildings are hodwa yes any ade nyina no a e say ye nyuma e wo kro mu. The country is changing. It's changing for good. It's changing for good. That is why people like us, you go so obuoni ani de kwa so osremu. Yes, sir. Yamma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mra no mra metwa na nado dan kwa kufuado. So say ya ebetima ma Ghana empuntu a ye ka ho asem no atimi aba.
Okay, chairman, Wuntumi yen kwan komo no so ba.
was here for anti chairman Wuntumi any attending canon. You as a more candy chat or say now I can say Ghana is better than London. I was here for why didn't I was a man. Chairman Wuntumi Ekai and the same Fabra comment session ho na did with you my idea ma come up. I feel make I say any man qua and waha. Mene honorable Ben Bruce and waha into Bebu and come to training na Yakwe and was honorable.
Yeah.
Papa.
That Friday.
Aye.
Me cried that Tiaja. Yes, Anna. Me cry.
I will put it.
Say, I come, sir.
Maybe I will go.
I don't know, you come.
Yes. As you say, Chairman Wuntumi. Or say Ghana, I come at Ghana, you correct. Ghana transforming. As a new who brought forward the Bian used to do.
Transformation.
As in London. Who's to say?
Eh, some more. Now, but Chairman Wuntumi no Ghana not Tiana.
Ghana.
Sir.
Ghana.
If you are only Ghana, how many go here? If you are near baby or tea. Well, me, I sure say Ghana not there, and the Ghana some okay. And if you are not can for a honey.
Or say Ghana.
And I'm saying you are not with your honey. Now, not me shad, you be name is a man who are there not million. But 2014, there are Oforiata, Ken Oforiata, yeah, or call your friend is a finance minister, or call City TV, or be over to your heroes, I video, no for Mamma, yeah, come was now, on my figures, be or at that time, no, na CD, 3 cities to $1.
Okay.
I think 3 cities 50 pesos to $1. Yeah, 2014, we'll be checking out. Yeah, to $1. And interest, I think interest rate was around 25-26%. Inflation was around 14-15%.
Okay.
I bet now can say, and this government is failing. Now, I'm buying na CD near 1.1 to $1. Say do 3 CDs. And now your friend is all both figures now. But you see, I am saying a discussion no.
Okay.
Near Ghanaians, not MPP, not NDC, because none of them even surprise me with what they are doing. Politics, no, politics. That's what they are doing. Politics. That's what they are doing. And yeah, even politics. They are doing politics. Politics. It means that they are playing with our minds.
Okay.
Who said your kind discussion no? Sad let's hear the bomb, eh? Yes. Fast forward, 2016. Oba ena CD to $1, 4 cities. But your ena CD to $1,
12.5.
Thank you. Fuel na 4 cities. And a fuel 1 liter
Almost 14 cities.
13 cities, 14 cities.
Yeah.
Inflation and I'm 37-35%.
Yeah.
That time now 15%. And who catch me say at that time obi a fairly so who the other day bibia kwadebo or say na omoba no sika na e wo hodom no na me say 25 billion or so and this be balloon to 105 and now ye ka say Ghana bosia ye 530 billion billion from 102 or so 105 billion no what the what push it to 530 or so 550 billion Ghana cities say maybe say dollar or say city say I can say what you say that should be the discussion. It would be any day as a friend monumental failure. I can say obi a monumental failure. I can say we're failing beyond the word fail. But what they can't hear ye. Who see obi na your friend say 3 cities to $1, 4 cities to $1. Or no fail. And on 12 cities. It's Ghana for comparison na person here. And you know, I don't care about the party. I don't care about who is in charge. Somebody to give me future. That's what I want. Now yet you want to know me. There be I say some pano. Oh my ina. Wow. And this obegwe pipu. Obegwe pipu. That man. Wow. Obegwe now. Who say in someone can you know control. It's Wuntumi nka na no fonfom no who figures no ka. Hey, ase en Ghana ya den.
Ose Ghana aye ye kra sen land.
Aye ye.
Sen land.
Oh. And now sabe ye tua me car na me pesa me to cement bag. Me to 15. Time on mobile na cement bag ya. Just 130 cedis. And then you over 100 cedis. Cake all by now is there.
1 CD.
And the cake 5 cedis. Basics. Light bill compared to now. And the light bill, me fear me to have 400 Ghana a month. Light bill is bigger than your rent. Now we have a camp for some action me. Oh Ghana for one say me see a Jimmy and won't ask you. Because over the nerve to come and tell us say they've done something. What kind of try? What do you mean? What can? Because our constitution be a back and say, or your government in power, you can't touch him. And now me just hear and part of ye. Joe Biden, never, and none you're processing for courts. Or your president in power, you're processing a ban for courts, and then tax evasion. Joe Biden, the current president of the United States of America, never obianko Google CNN, now you're processing the back for courts and ra. And on that, actually, and Yansafoni Jimmy for, and I just said the rule of law, and yet more baby or and yet Juma. Presidents back, they don't care who you are. The IGP or the chief police, no, one my order, go and pick him. And nobody can call the chief police and say, he's my son. So what? That's the kind of society they have out there. And we have a society here. Oh, you're born in the crown, what could show be now you're boja, you're boss. So, oh, why are they? Why are they?
Do you know my father?
Do you know my father? Do you know me? Stupid talk. We are in the country. Nipa, yes, and Nipa, you're fascinating. Only do once a day. Because and you're fascinating because only score anybody who just say Ghana is better than UK. Now say you're going to show them. When I know experiment no. Yeah, sika equivalent to £10 no. Yet me to nyama miensa UK etimi to nyama 10.
Miensa no presa broso.
Esambro so. UK eto nyama 10. The same nyama o se that to nyama ni pepepe. Ghana eto miensa UK eto 10. This is practical comparison.
10 no presa saka.
Esaka yes, esaka e hano tell ne kra ness or san so about 20 Ghana.
Ansa pransa na so.
Now me Jack I say Ghana has turned to what? UK?
Yeah.
But me blame you omo. Yen na yama ayesa. Sabe. Ye did your machi to say mwa. Ye be some questions that need to be asked. We are just following them. Me NDC ni, enti NDC ni Jimmy Kura midinachi. Me MPP ni Jimmy Kura midinachi. Ene yeti o mem no mu Jimmy yesa to now. Na kadu baby, na Kumasi, ye ba beto aba. Na NDC ni ogina ye no, 70 programs inti. Now how we know about 70% the politicians will think. Na ka voter region MPP ni obeja na bia satem na can Kennedy Japan one ogina na voter region when you about 70% from voter region and no na o me say say kofona sisa na minim say me yo man yo me MPP ni many votes from Ashanti region me NDC sunia many votes from where the voter region because my founder was from voter region so is the Ashanti region. What kind of people are we? We are like Ubuni Enyai. Baby a shepherd in ebele di omakono. Say ensuromo inguromo sa na yege. We are like that.
Oh my.
Yes. We don't think sa yege because any sa yege ya. Trust me. Akabawe akasantefuo be kasa no makasa say we don't want this MPP government. I'm telling you. I can do a beer. I before speak casa. No man catch us say you are NDC, but we don't care. We don't want you because your policies are not helping us. And why? Sad time they pen a Ghana. You be who say you bet me a ye. Ye no sa person dia baby I na me ya. Ye hunya ye asante me to ma MPP. I gbania to ma NDC ya. You forget it. What New York? What's in Ghana? And then the UK.
Was see ya kwan see ye. And a 1D1F no. And also Nanado de Google appointment BBI come.
Me pacho anopo sorry no so ko twa kwan ni bidi ana.
There be.
A kwan no omo ye na ko twadi ye.
Me didi mpo.
Wo didi mpo a kwan no kwa na ko twadi. Oba ye kwan is it an achievement?
Asa wo hwemu a government na ba ni na no mo kasa asem.
Because timamfo na dwi so a. Eno me person ti ase no. Wo ye kwan a na sika ni ye bottom sika. Is it an achievement? Ekwan na wa ye no, mami me ye accounting na me hwe say ekwan na wa ye no, eno sika no no ana. Is it an achievement? Where's the hospital? An achievement. Why your road? Where is the school? It's your responsibility. And to say me what fear, na me ma me say anopa mo sorry am damas because my mama diane. Na me Jimmy. It's my responsibility to take care of them, feed them. Me na don baby I say. The same way as a president or government in power, no, it's your responsibility to make sure say your people are comfortable. And your tax they give you more, they be allowed by you, but you also make them comfortable. The other time, when I say, YouTube do man so person be tax here. Yeah, besides say over tax and what are you giving us in return? Obroni or tax one or more protection. Me control me data. Me tia and for me talk cameras, me talk be and you come and tax me. For what? What are you giving me? And they be pound out way. What are you giving me? Oh my hey.
Say mo ka say mo the tax to na car witness so a glass and why you were the same sa ko we need din kran coming.
Chini Jonas.
Chini Jonas aba be blasted another dan ko kufu abi. And brother easy wa ha.
Say on say and some people are ebufu. What the car or the tax to castle. So that people can buy cars and I said yeah. Oh yeah, nani aye nkrase for. Say a brand here or baswa some in sika bodo and can go mu 5,000 you should be able to buy a car. Yeah. But and then you what open car bodo that's 50,000.
500 million.
Yeah, how many people can raise 50,000 to buy a car? Young guy I want back open bodo can go area pican to be and I can be out the juma bana and ransa. You should be happy. System ni 5,000 should be able to buy a car.
That car dey your rounds.
Thank you. Because now we want her. But and then open car to me say the minimum I won't credit because 50,000. So what am I doing? Now I can see yeah say UK. Wow. That's serious.
Yeah, so
that's serious. That's dangerous statement. And now it's your boy and some.
What is it? What can say no? I'd say what said like last week more before Laboni Honia they no who send you and you must see corn send you punto. But me name say be a baby or not no and Omodia name be you okay I don't know but send you more cast
or to Kumas into a background of a fat Laboni or say Ghana Kuyi. And your mammy tell baby so come for cantonments, no fat is gone.
I say go far when you now her fine and or money.
Oh, Bitsy is gone. What do they compare baby? Mammy tell baby on Choco. Uncle Choco, no me fat Dabeka. Abeka come market down Zowodim. Oh, we are not for Fadama. No Oduwa, Uncle Dakuma, Zongos now honor. Oduwa, Mimi the Fibiano Paya Sorea. Ye fat Gabana this year. Near the Suagun near the lectin you know to. As it you back on work. I can't make us as I know. Brother, near Tony book at Rama and only breakfast.
We are there, baby.
And Abedi. Probably unknown your friend say cake hunsuama na funu nyina ahye na funu nyina ahye enye say enu no pe be enu na wo ho balance extra yeni
bi wanza
oh enkasa wo be fish more than 10 years ni
or review
because who go fish and no me talk dokunu back on fish back 20 Ghana yes 20 Ghana fish 15 cities. I guess a fish neck I can't mean to be you. Maybe you're going to know inside.
No, go 5
cities.
Fish 15.
Fish 15 cities.
Kitty.
Asa now inside. And now I'm going to phone and I'm in Ajay because Sabe for phone them I want to back 20 Ghana.
Yeah.
That's a fact. 25-30. And 2% would do for every 5 6 near Porto Back 30 Ghana, 40 Ghana. Now, now, pay a day, obey I never now cast us somewhere. Why you don't be a boss soon? Because just a year. I never can pass some.
Sure, send or send them and where is out.
Now what that? Because yes, I didn't know yes and be yes and be as I'm not can. What they to be a year. Ha! Me folks are going to so you're fairly gonna for. You're buying a silver base, you're buying to me yet. You're Pamo Chow, or Fan Chay, maybe your baby ma. I find your money now, you're better natural. Now, one yes, ha. No better I say Ghana, and as I say, we are doomed.
I say more. And what you know, or can't win you marry, and His Excellency, former President JDM, Emra Anadro, and also a core program and as in area in 9th Ghana CEO Network business for on my own program, yeah, and also. Yes, say on quite 24 hours economy because I say and on or they had a bank or they back into one trim now, young Kodinko and some more kind.
Thank you very much. My good friend NS the Graphic J, thank you very much for this opportunity. And thank you, captains of industries and business, chief executives, ladies and gentlemen. I am very pleased to have a second opportunity to join you at your annual end-of-year cocktail. This networking event provides an excellent opportunity to share new ideas, knowledge, wisdom, and experiences. And I mean experiences from Ghana that defy all the models and theories taught in business schools. Because if you have survived this economy since 2018, then you are a successful global case study. Like my first participation, I've enjoyed your warm friendship and insightful conversations and shared great ideas with many of you since I came here tonight. Of course, my determination to transform Ghana's economy into a 24-hour working economy featured prominently in the conversations I've had since I came here. But I cannot help but repeat the point made by one of the CEOs with deep regret written on his face that we want to pay every legitimate tax, but the needless harassment from the Ghana Revenue Authority must stop. Backdated tax audits, re-audits and assessments based on the whims of the taxman are killing our businesses, he said. Ladies and gentlemen, many businesses still bear the brunt of the economic meltdown. And this is because, contrary to the finance minister's assertion, we have not turned any corner. And 2024 will still be a very challenging year. Many have shut down their businesses, and hundreds of thousands of workers who were laid off are still at home. Businesses that moved their headquarters from Ghana to our neighboring countries have not returned. The poorly thought through banking sector cleanup has left thousands of skilled financial sector workers jobless and impoverished. And as I speak, the second tranche of the IMF's extended credit facility, which was due on 1st November has still not been received because of a delay by external creditors to sign off on our debt restructuring program. Of course, the consequence of our debt default has also started manifesting. For the first time in 30 years, Ghana struggled to put together a cocoa syndication loan, which had almost become a routine activity on our financial calendar. Major infrastructural projects have ground to a halt because lenders have cut funding as a direct fallout from our debt default. Independent power producers continue to threaten power cuts due to mounting debts that affect their operations. One of the producers threatened a few days ago to take out 560 megawatts of power before a promise to pay was made. Ghanaians face grave uncertainty if more of these independent power producers follow suit. As a proud Ghanaian and a political leader, it is disheartening for me that government has severely damaged our country's reputation on the global stage. Recent data from available research shows the cost of living in Ghana is very high and people are struggling to make ends meet due to the economic downturn. This includes pensioners who invested their life savings in government bonds hoping to enjoy a better life in retirement. Business confidence remains low, with private sector credits declining in real terms. As of October 2023, credit to the private sector had decreased significantly by 31.6%. And this is because of the government's excessive borrowing over the last 7 years and its reliance on the short-term treasury market. Lending rates increased to over 32% in October 2023 due to the Bank of Ghana's tight monetary policy, high treasury bill rates, and rising non-performing loans. The immutable reality is that the first 3 quarters of the year 2023 have also been a tragic period for Ghana's industries, causing a setback for the country's economic transformation. While the mining and quarrying sector is still holding out, most subsectors such as construction, electricity, water supply, sewage, and waste management have experienced a decline. These are clear signs of an ailing economy, an economy whose industrial base is failing and businesses collapsing with growing unemployment and its associated poverty and misery. Unemployment remains high, with the latest data indicating it at about 14%. Meanwhile, the 2024 budget and financial estimates of the government presented to Parliament have introduced yet again a raft of new taxes that will only add to the list of already burdensome taxes on households and businesses. These taxes, combined with very high interest rates, will further whittle away the capital of Ghanaian businesses and hinder their competitiveness. The economic crisis has ravaged all of us, but as business leaders, you have a deeper appreciation of the current situation. And when I paraphrase Bob Marley's song, he says, "Who feels it, knows it. You feel it and you know it." However, for the sake of Ghanaians and the future of our dear country, we cannot allow the status quo to continue. We know that this current economic situation is self-inflicted. As the flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, I've put forth several proposals to ensure that the economy is returned to a stable footing and that economic activity is expanded for job creation and growth. I've committed the future NDC government to stringent enforcement of prudence and fiscal discipline in public financial management. Government expenditure will be cut and streamlined by significantly reducing the number of overlapping agencies and amorphous creations of this NPP administration. As I noted at the last year's event, we cannot fail to learn from the current economic catastrophe. This crisis shows that there is no substitute for prudent financial management. Ladies and gentlemen, we are faced with a triple helix problem that threatens the stability of our democracy, namely a financial crisis, severe unemployment, and unprecedented levels of corruption. Without an economic revamp, we cannot hope to make any mark in our massive unemployment crisis, which is leading many of our young people down the road of frustration and despair. Research shows that unemployment, unavailability of jobs, poverty, high costs, and poor living conditions are issues of grave concerns to all Ghanaians. Chief executives, business owners, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot continue the business as usual way of doing things. We need to think outside the box. We must enhance efficiency by optimizing available resources, including infrastructure and human resources. Ghana must work more efficiently. The restless quest for efficiency to solve our financial and unemployment problems is why I have emphasized that more than the traditional and regular methods of economic activity would be needed to revitalize this economy. My next administration, inshallah, will pursue projects and programs to transform Ghana into a fully fledged 24-hour economy by optimizing available resources. I acknowledge the massive support for the idea of a 24-hour economy by the Trade Union Congress, civil society organizations, journalists, lecturers, labor consultants, CEOs, and captains of industry, personnel from the creative arts industry, drivers, traders, and the teeming unemployed youth of Ghana. God willing, from 7th January 2025, we shall implement a series of transition measures to address the economic decline and set Ghana on the path to recovery. The proposed 24-hour economy forms a part of NDC's vision to build the Ghana we want together. And let me reiterate that our quest to build the Ghana we want together with you will be premised on 1, building an industrialized, inclusive, and resilient economy that creates well-paying jobs, creating an equitable, healthy, and prosperous nation, developing well-planned, safe communities while protecting the natural environment, building efficient and dynamic institutions for national development, and strengthening Ghana's role in African and international affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, the 24-hour economy may have finally resonated with Ghanaians. It may be classified as an idea whose time has come due to Ghana's self-inflicted economic crisis today, because the 24-hour economy initiative has been well thought through and was captured on page 105 of the NDC's 2020 People's Manifesto. Indeed, its roots emanate from the 40-year National Development Plan that was developed by the National Development Planning Commission, which was put together when I was president of this country. Unfortunately, the present government discarded the 40-year development plan and replaced it with a Ghana Beyond Aid plan that has rather turned Ghana into a beggar nation. Stripped to the essentials, ladies and gentlemen, the 24-hour policy will be anchored as an economy that runs around the clock with a 3-shift work schedule in many sectors. The intent is to transform Ghana into first a self-sufficient and then an export-led economy. To be clear, we are not creating a command economy with centralized planning. That would be at variance with our social democratic principles as a party. Specifically, 1, we will combine government support and private sector involvement to realize the 24-hour economy. We'll establish a comprehensive policy framework that supports the growth of a 24-hour economy. Introduced to support businesses operating 24/7, including looking at the labor laws, tax incentives, and regulations that ensure workers' rights are protected. Favorable tax policies will be adopted so that businesses can reduce their operational costs and stay competitive. Companies that sign up for the 24-hour economy will enjoy smart metering calibrated to charge a lesser tariff per kilowatt hour for power that is consumed during off-peak hours at night time based on a time of use tariff system. Financing support will be provided for certain strategic agro-processing industries and manufacturing companies to boost production for value addition, self-sufficiency, and increased exports. Knowing that government is the biggest spender in the economy, we shall boost demand by ensuring that all government ministries, agencies, district assemblies, and state-owned enterprises buy made-in-Ghana goods and procure the services of Ghana-based firms where available. For instance, we should be buying electric cables produced in Ghana, transformers produced in Ghana, vegetable cooking oil produced in Ghana, soaps and detergents produced in Ghana. And I think that government being the biggest spender in the economy, if it makes a deliberate policy to procure goods produced in Ghana, we should create the kind of demand that will make our industries run 24/7 to meet that demand. We will address safety and security measures to ensure smooth operations across all sectors during these extended hours. We will see to the availability of the necessary infrastructure such as transport networks, public amenities and security systems, including a well-regulated and monitored private security architecture to facilitate round-the-clock activities. Technology and digital infrastructure investments would also be prioritized to enable automation and seamless operations. We cannot have a successful 24-hour economy without an aggressive expansion in our exports. I will therefore personally chair an accelerated Export Development Council, which will meet quarterly to review initiatives for expanding Ghana's exports under the ECOWAS Trade Liberalization Scheme and the African, Let me take that again. I said I'll personally chair an accelerated Exports Development Council, which will meet quarterly to review initiatives for expanding Ghana's exports under the ECOWAS Trade Liberalization Scheme and the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement.
I was here for Vice President. His Excellency former President Dr. John Dramani Mahama or no NIT can work as a baby natures and some get one and then walking in an unwatchable the 24-hour economy. No once walking can send baby a bush for Yen Ayatibina Anzana no one's a Milinga Honorable Yawa ready, we're saying a white crown. Honorable. O papa na kasa no.
Yen na papa. Oh, why more fan kam papa? Sana kufu adon tia more fan kam papa.
Yeah.
Ba woni. We kasa na kasa.
So asem.
Oh, akufu adon ba yeti ni o kan nyina free na wo na one ni nyina oba ye hu say talk. Ni Adom Mahama ka wontimi nya talk, kasa na oka. Fo woni kwoto so. Who ya waduma hwemtwem na waduma. Politicians will be a kind of correct. Near Adom Mahama Tina Hawkano, a fine plan, fine idea to send your Kufa to buy ya. Men damn it, say one district one family or radical and ye
do heaven.
Yet, you're winning as Saffron and your mother being here, Juma, may say 1 grams, really one damn year, free as a battle, and only a no 24-hour, what can the Emma so and ye Juma. Juma, or bear crown or bear try, be say, maybe at the end of the day, your baby see. Promises better politicians ever Ghana for. Better Ghana agenda. The beyond age. And apart from Yera or no betting Yaka or seeing or your yet. Because of buying not inflation, baby, and then or bringing it down may do baby not banks for cocoa film and part of the loan. Yes, city and you remove your export at that time Ghana yeah debt or be between 201 to 207 going to 208 not Ghana yeah debt. If you one more promises be a Juma. Wait 4 years, what be persecuted, we are your boss sites no or the Amaninia, Wakodi. And for we need to so, oh, yeah, people new, oh, yeah, this new, and for we need to near John Dramani Mahama Kano, and so. The way I also go on mine, doom some more fear, over 600 big businesses collapse in Ghana. Was he not in charge? And I don't know. I don't know why you brass band no. Yes, I got a scandal. And I don't know before. He was the president.
And a penna video be trending a GPRT for a trotro for penny for no not almost can say almost a press conference. No more can say no. Omo Ghana for your margin say Ombetuama Dr. Bawumia or more bebre near more 24-hour economy because I don't more or cast.
They say fast forward 20 years go back 2015. The same group of Bawumia yes here to my kufuado because the policies in programs no na ebe juma. Yewura John man mama and your first time man or Shagana for Bonu. Or Kasa as if so on my Bible down. Say Ghana for a fear or Kasa as if say on mayor president na. Nyamo ken na ni trip. Wa say economy no. Dum so yetimi dum no bia generate ta na esiso. Ghana for a fear. Masa obi be ka say osobey ono sika na do ko e. Osobey na e ka ya brabo $600 million.
Miss Katwa.
Nego. Nya me pa che Ghana fo nyina ne se ma be gina papa yi kese o kase so na tuma yo dade a na ne na wadri so a onya he bibia no obe ye 24 de be no fine promises to send you kufa do buy no so ka bi na the same thing wo bu nyina politics o mu dada ya adwen ye wise ye ma ya bi mu bie NDC for no so makoto ma papa we NDC for so makoto ma Bawumia enkosi aga unless yes constitution no manues
we dey honorable say politics honorable nyesa
eno politics
na say aha o asa o di agora nya asam ketua abusiafo ye ni bresanti honorable on say metwa to
eno ado maka no mawie
wo de ni
na esi
me da say abusiafo honorable Ben Bruce and I tin nka no say ne nsem a wo kan nyina ne say yameni na ho because send ye etema Wuntumi kasa ye ne former president John Dramani Mahama kasa ye ni nyina no politics ai te say adwen no e no mpe so modidi agoronti ameni na ho a ombesan de fufu adane ye kwaye e ma ye ni bebri yen rough etiabusiafo hwe na hu de wo ye because on my no mo aye den se go be kra abo aye den escaf brande media me just so any kwadwo fori aha too much gh me pa cha on subscribe ya subscribe feel free na ja comment section ho na fa o messages no so ebra ne bedi hu djuma e di ama we pa cha like na share na foforo so ensanka city event masters for say bronya mu the event bia obenya bia no friend no nie metwa emfa ma ona entimi enye kama pa so atiase na daachi wetimi enye bi aka makram
Bachia some aniti and a jumedia would bian. Ube here, sell ubetcha a home infony at the atoho. Opage mekwa or ye a pabene, the bano live streaming, video coverage, and now sell pictures on one. And you'll be city event masters. And internet say ye a year, say your wedding, birthday parties, anniversaries, any near a kikan where you media fashibia. To chum, oh my home, true for you so. 0594 603 869. Show me to acquire our Abeka La Paz, a free pipe quantum poniswa. A year papa dear, and no one city event masters.